people, welcome back to our channel. You're here with me, Sweet, and Stevie K. Okay, today guys, we're doing KGF Chapter 2. It's gonna be the analysis, the conspiracy theories, you name it, whatever Steve's got, you know, that he wants to offload to you guys. Because I'm sure there's a lot that he hasn't said.
Yeah. Basically, guys, this is going to be, like Sweet said, KGF Chapter 2. Breakdown, analysis, conspiracy theories, the story, where it is, where it could go.
Spoilers.
But there will be spoilers. This is spoilers. This is not a review. We've already done the review. If you haven't seen it, we've done the non-spoiler review. So check that one out if you haven't watched the movie yet. And then we've also done the spoiler review. Check that only if you've seen the movie. And this is basically a breakdown of Chapter 2, KGF Chapter 2, and where it could be leading to, etc, etc. So this is going to be spoiler talk, guys. So if you guys haven't watched the movie, please turn off and then watch it, come back, and then check this video out. So I'm just trying to think of where to sort of begin. So people keep on asking, so spoiler starts here, so okay, it's a warning, warning, warning. Anyway guys, what we're going to start off with is, everyone keeps on asking us, did we watch the post-credit, mid-credit scene? Yes, we have. Basically, if you guys did watch the movie but missed the scene in the credits, the CIA come to Ravina Tandon and more or less said that Rocky Boy between 1978 and 1981 have committed so many crimes in 16 countries. So they're basically, that's what's going on. And while she's looking through this file that they give of all the crimes he's committed, also in the US, you can see the Jaiwala who's in part 1. Also, he was at that library where the Prakash Raj was doing the narration, like telling us about the story. And there he finds this file under all these books that says KGF Chapter 3, which obviously excites everyone. And yes, so that's what happens, and also gives us what we got to wait for, which is another awesome movie. So that's first. So if you guys now know that that's what's happened, now the theories that we have. Okay, I believe that in my theory, in my head, I feel like there might not just be a KGF Chapter 3, there could be a KGF Chapter 4. I feel that there's 2 more to come. Also at the same time, there was like so many things in the movie that if I try to remember, that struck, even before I saw the post-credit scene, I did say to Sri, in my head was, unless you see someone killed, like Adira, neck snapped, or someone's got shot about 100 times and they can't take all those bullets out and save your life. A ship getting blown up, but yet the person hasn't blown up, he's in the water, you can't see blood on Rocky Boy. No, you see him drowning with bricks, gold bricks around. That doesn't say someone's dead. That basically says that he's got the possibility of still being alive. So it's either here or there, which I believe he is still alive. Regardless, I don't think that KGF Chapter 3...
kill him off just like that.
Yeah, not only that, simple. He would die on his own thingy, at his own time. And I felt like it would just be too easy for him to go. He's got to go guns blazing. But I always feel like, if they haven't shown a person, his body totally dead, not breathing, that it's open to anything. I do believe that KGF Chapter 3 is going to be about 1978 and 1981, the crimes that he's committed all over everywhere else. That is going to be the story. But I feel that that's also going to be, there's going to be 2 stories entwined. There's going to be that story of what he done in that period, because that was never shown to us. It was skipped forward kind of thing. So how he built this empire in other places, the crimes that he committed and the people that he worked with, number 1. Number 2, I believe it's also going to be him either being captured by the CIA or police or whoever it might be from the sea and put into some high security prison. And where the next one is going to be about him escaping prison, but finding the right people that he needs to be formed part of his army. Because I know he's got people that fight along with him who worship him, like a king and a god. But you got to remember, they're ordinary people. They're all there, they're working hard, they do anything for him, but they weren't soldiers. They were ordinary people who would die for him. But they're not gun shooters. So to be a violent person in a world that everyone, the army's against you, all these bad people against you, sometimes you need bad people, you know, to stand by you. And where can you find the worst people? In a prison?
There was one person in there that I feel like he probably would have been, if you're saying ordinary, he didn't seem ordinary. That one guy who came out with chains and he did the shooting.
Yeah,
he
helped, obviously.
You see that kind of like emotion?
No, he changed characters. Didn't he? He was in the first one, he was like guarding KGF. He knew KGF better than anyone else. Yeah. So he did, and he's changed alliances and gone with Rocky kind of thing, and he's always been there. He was like telling them how a tiger attacks and stuff like that, not from there, from the front. And you know, you could see how his emotions changed all the way. He fought alongside him. Yes, him. But I do believe that if you're in prison, you're going to find murderers, you're going to find people who are the worst of the worst. If you want army or you want soldiers, sometimes if people are already killers, you know, you're in that prison, you've got them on your side. And
I think, yeah, definitely. And after everything he's gone through with his wife in this one, nothing's going to stop him.
I just feel like he needs people who don't care, who know how to kill, who are ferocious, who are just money orientated. And if he can buy them to stand by his side, that's more of an army to fight all these people, because they already do that for a living without no emotion. And then escaping from a prison with these people basically creates another backed up story of it being in, you know, like, here's what crimes he's committing in 1978 to 1981, what he's done and where he's done it. But at the same time, continuously a story of him in the prison, masterminding how he's going to get out with all the people that he wants to get out with, that he needs to form a formidable army. Not with ordinary people that he has to train. That I feel, because they still have heart, they're not criminals. They're people. These people are criminals. So if I lead to the next thing, also, if you see that everyone, like obviously with Rocky, you don't see him die, and obviously there's going to be chapter 3, we all know. There's another thing, Prakash Raj, it was a question that I was asking myself was, Prakash Raj, who was giving the story in this one, at the starting when his dad's in hospital, lying there, he said to him, "Eh khatam karuga kahani." You know what? "Eh hi khatam karuga, eh dasuga." But then he told the story in KGF 2. That's when I knew that khatam to hui nahi, because he said, "Eh hi utke khatam karuga."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so, and then he told the story, and I was like going, well, you said he's going to end it, because that was it. Because he said, "Ene khatam karni, eh hi utke karuga, eh dasuga." He's only covered chapter 2, so his father's going to get up, and I believe his father is that journalist. You're the one who's been following every footstep. I need to know, with the glasses, I'm going to tell everyone who you really are. And he ended up like taking the picture of him. I believe that's that journalist. He's gathered it. Not only that, he's done all these books, all these chapters of his story, of him meeting Rocky and everything he's gone through. He knows his ins and outs. That's who he is, I believe. But I also, that couple of points where Prakash Raj kept on going, well, he was never there for me as a father, this story was his everything, but I don't mind. I said that's sweet, because he said it again. He went there and he went there, he goes, you'll see pictures and stories of everything regarding, you know, but you won't see a picture of me, but I don't mind. And I went, there's going to be something that's also going to be connected to that. Either his dad has got a picture and you realise what he's done and why he's done it, and secondly, he does mind. Otherwise he wouldn't say I don't mind. But there's going to be a connection between those two. He does mind, there's something there. Because I don't think Prashanth Neel does anything loose ends. There's always a reason why he's doing. Just like Rocky Bai's character thinks 5 steps ahead, I feel Prashanth Neel thinks 10 steps ahead. Every character has a meaning. Every character is related to something.
I feel like the next chapter, he's definitely going to come back meaner. And with everything that's happened to him in the past, they're not going to, you know, when you still seen that slight emotion with him, because now he hasn't, his mom, he lost his mom anyway. And then his wife, who was pregnant, this time he's not going to give, he's not going to care.
But this is where we lead to the next bit.
It's going to be like that.
Here we go.
Meme machine.
I don't think he's going to be alone in the next one. I don't think he's going to be alone in the next one.
Who do you think?
I basically believe, you know, Farhan, you know, the boy, Farhan, who said I would die for him. He's like our God.
Yeah.
Yeah? did you see his dialogues up against Adira? He saw Adira coming. He saw all his army, all the other people die.
Yeah.
He saw Adira coming, walking through flames,
He did.
right?
And he was still...
He did not be scared. He was still there doing what he was. Then Adira was holding on to that bridge. All these trucks are coming across, and this boy still didn't fear. And he still done that dialogue of, you know what, if I'm like this, imagine him kind of thing. You don't see Adira kill him.
Yeah. And Mom doesn't see his face.
There you go.
Mom doesn't see his face.
She said, just bring back my son. He brought back, and she's just about to lift it, and that guy says, don't.
No.
She doesn't see his face. And Farhan is still alive. So basically, Farhan is going to be Rocky Bai's main commander-in-chief, I believe. Oh my
God, you surprised me. I would never have thought that, but now...
So not only is he going to be, I believe, his main commander-in-chief. Guys, if you have a look, I believe it's going to be Prabhas in Salaar.
Really?
Yeah, that's who I think,
awesome.
because Prashanth Neel is directing Salaar, obviously. But if you guys have watched the movie, Farhan has got this little pendant, like a taweez or something on his neck. If you guys go and look at the poster of Prabhas in Salaar, he's got the same similar taweez or what you call it, pendant in his neck.
Plan.
He's got a similar taweez pendant in his neck.
Wow.
So if you look at that, I got a funny feeling, not only that, you need someone that you can trust. This guy, Farhan, was willing to die for him.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is, the woman who plays Farhan's mum, Aswari Rao, she's also going to be in Salaar, playing Prabhas's mum, I believe. So if she played his mum, how come she's also in Salaar? Playing, I believe, his mum.
Isn't that what people are going to say? They know now they know that you're definitely a cop.
So, what I believe is,
that's awesome if it is.
Yash needed someone to look after everyone, and if you see the poster, what the poster basically says of Salaar, the most violent men called one man the most violent. So he's gonna be the most violent. So he's going to be the commander, like, you know, he's the one that I believe either he went to America in 1978 and 1981 and done all the business for Rocky Bai there on his behalf, or when Rocky now is presumed dead, he's the one who rebuilt KGF, because you see it's all modern and changed. If all these people always just followed, they're like, you know, you got leaders and you got followers. These people followed whatever Yash wanted, whatever Rocky Bai wanted, they did. But if he's no longer there, they need someone else to follow. They don't just become leaders. So I feel either then he left him, can you look all after him, because he's got a different plan.
He ain't gonna just load his ship. He ain't gonna not have a plan, load his ship and set off sail in the middle of nowhere.
And I believe Prabhas is his commander-in-chief, that the one he trusts and relies in, because he was willing to die for him. And the other thing that makes it even more obvious is, at the opening shoot, or the ceremony when they were going to do Salaar, Prashanth Neel and Prabhas, you know, when they do the ceremony to say this is what we're going to make, Yash was there to congratulate him. They both got photographs together.
Okay.
Not often do other actors come, you know what I mean? But he's also, because he's part of that journey. So they were both hugging, holding each other. He is part of that journey. He's going to be that guy. So I believe that both of them are going to come together in KGF 3. And not only that, also regarding the boat thing, I don't know if you guys watched, loads of people will say, there's two things that could have happened. Either he's blown that boat up in the place that he wanted it. He's called the US Army, you know, the Indonesian and the Indian. He's done the coordinations. So he's told them to come there, because they didn't just find him. They never find him. He's made sure they know where he is. He's blown that ship up, right? Either A, but remember, it's at the bottom of the sea. You get that gold at the bottom of the sea, it's not going to be the easiest to take out. So there's two things. Either A, he's blown it up there, where he wanted to, because only then he knows where that gold is, right? And no one else is going to go looking for it, because they all believe it's gone, right? And if he wants it, he can have. But I don't believe the gold was on the ship. I do not believe the gold was on the ship. I know people are going to say, yeah, but you saw the gold floating. Have you guys seen Die Hard 3? Got Jeremy Irons is the bad guy. He robs Fort Knox in US. John McClane's after him. He puts all the gold on a ship, He puts bombs, detonators, but John McClane is also supposed to die on the ship. The ship's supposed to blow up and sink.
Right.
Then what people think is that the bad guy is dead, the world would, the police would, and the gold's all sank. But then he actually put all the gold in a different warehouse. I believe also that wasn't gold. He's not going to get all that gold and then just let it go in the sea. It's not him. I believe that that was gold-plated lead, like Die Hard 3, and he's gone. If everyone feels that the boat's blown, gold is gone, you know what? They ain't going to search for anything because it's gone. I believe that the gold is hidden somewhere. Who did he want the gold for? He said to his mom, "Aapko gold sona pasand hai?" Like, you know what I mean? Why, after all those years, did he make his mum's shrine now? All those years he did not have her shrine, even though he had power, he had money. But of all times in KGF 2, he made his mum's shrine there, put his dad there, a drunk who wouldn't know anything more, to look after it. So who would be on top of the gold? His mum. The gold belongs to his mum. So where would her shrine be? And where can you easily find where your gold is going to be, and the last place anyone's going to check on, only he would know where it is? His mum's shrine.
Wow.
His mum is actually protecting that gold.
I would never have thought.
There's your, you know, like cross marks that, you know, X marks the spot of where all the treasure and gold is. It's under his mum's shrine, because that's the last place. But everyone's going to assume it all sank in the sea. So no one's going to go searching for it. Only he knows where it is.
Wow.
That's what I sort of feel.
Crazy. See,
so I think Prakash Raj is going to have so much more coming.
I just watched a movie and this guy.
Loved it. But I believe there's going to be two stories, or it is going to be Salaar, as in Prabhas, who's going to try to save him from a prison where he's captured, where he'll be. They'll want to know, for him to admit all these crimes and stuff, you know, and basically admit to all the crimes you've committed everywhere. And he's just trying to get his army because he thinks 5 steps ahead. No one's going to look after, find my gold. I've already hidden it. Everyone assumes that it's gone in the water. The police and the government ain't going to say that they've captured Rocky because they want to pretend that he doesn't exist, right? But they want him to basically state that he's committed all those crimes, right? But I believe he's given himself in because he wants to go into prison, get all these mercenaries from there to also fight this big war, because at the moment he said he wants dunya. He didn't say India. He could buy all India. Also that CEO, that American that he met at the office.
When he said that,
yeah, I believe that he got also be able to do business with that guy. I'm the CEO of India. There's a reason. Why would Prashanth and Neel just put this guy there? Like, you know, there's a reason why he's there as well.
He was a bit gobsmacked when he said what he did as well. He's
a business guy, and he also said to Ramika Sen, like, you know, he said to her that I ain't gonna start a war, but if you like come, I will win. On his first, what you call it.
Violence,
but if he can buy all those ministers and people like that, he can buy other people. And I believe that he's gone into prison to form an even bigger army because he knows a war is coming. And to get it, he can't have ordinary people fighting his battle. He needs mercenaries, and mercenaries will be in a prison, which I think Prabhas will help him get him out, and it's going to be like a prison break. But at the same time, because if you see KGF 1, he's more or less in a prison where he becomes a messiah, but he's in a prison kind of thing. And I feel like this one also is going to be like a prison break, but also with a backstory going on of what he's doing. So it's all planned where he is and what he's doing. But I don't believe it's going to finish there. Again, I think that either the prison guard or the person who's going to try to interview him or try to get his confession out, because at one thing, you've got gangsters in this, you've got politicians in this, you've got businessmen in this, but did you know you've got police in it, but you haven't had one loyal police officer who's fearless in this. You've got everyone else who's fearless, but you haven't had a police officer who's fearless. In the world, there's always one corrupt officer, and that's where the next story, I feel. Either he's going to be the prison officer, or he's going to be the one who's going to try to get his confession, or he's going to be the one who's going to be up against Prabhas and Rocky Bai in KGF 4, I feel. And this way leads me on to another film, It's basically called Bagheera. It's written by Prashanth Neel. Same company's making it, and so he isn't directing it this time. Prashanth Neel, his first film he made was with Shri Murali. He made a film, Ugram, in 2014. So now he's making a film. He's written a film called Bagheera, and the title of it, I mean, if you see the poster looks similar to Salaar. Same colors of the writing, but it states, when society turns into a jungle and only one predator roars for justice. So it's about, it says here at the Indian Express that the film revolves around a cop who follows some sort of vigilantism to bring justice to perpetrators, or it could be the story of an honest police officer who follows the law in letter and spirit. Prashanth Neel's got, I believe that he's creating this universe, just like everyone else is. So one thing he hasn't got, so he'll have Salaar, he's got KGF, and I feel Bagheera is going to be the one who's going to be up against both of them to get them. So you got this ferocious officer who doesn't give no crap. And if you see the poster of Bagheera, he looks a mean machine. The colours, the stripes on his emblems, he doesn't seem like a weak person. He looks fearless. And if he works with Ramika Sen, Raveena Tandon's character, both of them could cause havoc in that sense. But you need someone who's strong enough to be up against him, not just criminals. So he could be fighting, obviously, law against the whole world, like, you know, CIA, you know, obviously Indian police, armies, and an officer who can't be bought. And that's where I feel that all these things sort of intertwine, because it'll be Salaar coming out, then it'll be Bagheera coming out, then I feel KGF, in between KGF 3 with the 2, and then I think the last one would be all of them in this universe, which will be mind-blowing movie. As in, it'll be big already. Big film.
Because if it's not, then that is something it should be doing.
I just think it's going to be. Wow. It's going to be, if this was big, this is massive. Them two, Salaar, Prabhas and Yash in the same film, is going to be the biggest movie of all time. But then, if he does take it up further, it's just going to blow. It's going to blow every movie out of the water, basically. So that's what I feel. Like, it's not.
It's mad.
They always say. Picture to abhi baki hai mere dost. And all, the other thing I always say is the biggest trick that the devil ever played was to convince everyone that he does not exist, and that's what I think Yash is doing.
He did a damn good job.
So you know what? If I no longer exist, no one's going to come looking for me, and you know
that's how someone like I would take it. That's
power.
how I see it and watch it and think, oh, okay, nothing else. But listening to all you had to say,
I just feel like
the first time I've heard it from him. Like, I know he had a lot to say, but that has just really shocked me. Bloody hell!
I just feel like there's a lot coming, and it's going to be more bigger than what we think it's going to be. Everything's going to be interconnected, intertwined. That's my honest sort of thoughts. There's probably so many other things that I can think of and relate to, and not only that, what was the there was that other person that he was working with, Inayat Khalil, you know, where he got the Kalashnikov's guns from.
Right, yeah.
He was like this big person, but then all of a sudden they don't even mention him, do they? So he's obviously going to have a more bigger role or meteor role. There's something that he's worked with him behind the scenes, because that story wasn't. It didn't say anything more about it. So there's so much.
You have it, guys.
So much that I feel that sort of he's kept so many loose ends. The reason why he never does it like on purpose. Sorry, well, he does do it on purpose. He's done it because all those things are going to be cleared up. That's what it is. I feel there's so much more to come, and there's probably so many other conspiracy theories that you guys got, so many other things that you lot have seen in the movie that you lot think, well, this wasn't answered yet, that wasn't sorted out yet. You know, there's going to be those coming, and if you guys have got those, you guys either tell me what you lot thought about my, like I said, these are just my conspiracy theories, my thoughts, my opinions, my breakdown on what I saw. You guys let me know what you lot thought about what I said, and then also let me know what your conspiracy theories, what your views are. What do you think might happen? Do you think there'll be only KGF 3, KGF 4? Do you think Salaar and KGF is going to be intertwined? Do you think Bagheera will also be part of this universe? What do you guys think? And also, you know, do you think that, you know, the gold is either in the sea or under his mum's shrine and all those things? And do you like believe that Farhan is actually Prabhas.
Yeah.
Because of his mom, and you know what, she was also like this powerful woman
really
kind of
was,
thing.
wasn't she?
So you know, and you can understand why he would be a commander.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys thought. That was basically the breakdown, analysis, conspiracy theories. So please share your views and opinions, and hope you guys liked it, everything that we said. And
everything you said,
yeah,
I liked it. It's got me rolling for the next one.
She'll just watch it because Yash and Prabhas is in it. You know what I mean? I want to watch it.
Of course I would. No, it's not as if I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it.
Because that Farana was like a powerful
And now
character,
even more that you've told me all this, I'm like, bloody hell.
I'm excited, as you can see.
None of that.
My mind is just like, whew, mind blown.
You haven't had a chance to sit down to talk about it.
If I felt like that watching this, imagine how I'm going to feel watching those. Can't wait, can't wait.
And if you were correct, it's like, oh my god.
Anyway,
things you didn't know about.
Guys, that was the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.